So, thanks to IGN FanFest, we now know the full roster for WWE 2k25. Now, I do that in quotation marks because there's still variants of characters that we still don't know about, and then there's also obviously the DLC, but this is basically going to be every unique character that is on the roster, as far as I'm aware, right? Like, there might still be additions that we don't know about yet, and whatnot, people can still be removed, there is still time at the end of the day. But SmackDown Hotel has put it all in a nice handy dandy list, and I'm pretty certain this has just been updated, so hopefully it's not, well, there is one person that is missing, which we will get onto. But yeah, let's talk about it. So, not really a lot to talk about in terms of, like, you know, we know that ones like AJ Styles, Akira Tozawa, etc. are going to be in there, but I think it's worth talking about the new additions first and foremost. So, we knew that we were getting Arthur and Sika, we knew we were getting the Wild Samoans. AOP being in here is interesting, because obviously they just recently got released. Andrade coming back to the series for the first time since 2K20, I believe. Armando Estrada being the manager is really sick. Ava being there is cool too. Charlie Dempsey. A lot of the NXT talent that has been added into this game now. So Charlie Dempsey, Eddie Thorpe, Ethan Page, Jada Parker, Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend. Where is he? So Oro Mensah hasn't been listed on here, but he was announced for the game. Oba Femi, Kiana James, you know, Lexis King, Lola Vice, Sean Spears coming back, Javon Evans, you know, Kalani Jordan, Sol Ruka, Tatum Paxley, all really cool additions to this year's game. I'm going to keep it real. Whilst I don't think I'm necessarily going to be moving like my wrestling and my core content over to this game, I am still looking at it from a, well, what can I do with the game, right? And I do think that with the roster like this, there is potential to do something kind of cool, but I'm not sure what that's going to be. But, like, I'm seeing Rosie and Jamal, and I'm thinking, hell yeah, 3-minute warning, that's so sick. Nick Aldis being a manager, you know damn well people will find ways to make him Magnus and make him Nick Aldis the wrestler. I know I'm probably going to try. I think I know how to do it, and if I can, then I'll do it. And if I can do it, then if nobody has done it by the time that I've gotten the game, because I still don't think I'm getting it at launch, I will let you guys know how to do it as well. And if I can upload it, I might try and upload it, even though not everyone will be able to get it because of community creations, but it is what it is. I do think this is a stacked new additions. Obviously, some of these are people who are coming back to the series, so like Akam, Andrade, Razor, wherever he is. Yeah, Razor's not even on here. That's crazy. Naomi's coming back as well. Mr. Fuji, I don't think he's been around for a while in the series either. I mean, Jacob Fatu being in the game is really nice as well. But let's just kind of like scroll down and have a little look at everyone who's in there. B-Fab is a manager, apparently, but she's got a wrestling gear render, so I think that might be a mistake there. I'm not sure. I'm kind of hoping that she is playable. If not, I'm sure people will be able to find a workaround for that one regardless. Blair Davenport is in there. That's cool. I do want to talk about the fact that there are some, like, key admissions. So, like, we have Stax, we have Tony D'Angelo, but we don't have Luca, is it Crucifino, and we don't have Adriana Rizzo yet. We have Jada Parker in the game now, but we don't have Out the Mud. We have Fallon Henley, we have JC Jane, but we don't have Jasmine Nix. Indy Hartwell's still in the game as well. That's always cool to see. The Headbangers are still in there. That's cool. He's not listed on here, but Giovanni Vinci was listed on the thing. I'll pop up a little thing on screen saying that he is in the game, which is very nice for me because currently running a universe mode, just, you know, in the background, just in my free time, where he is currently one of my tag team champions, so I kind of really hope that he is still there so I can keep using him. The fact that Charlie Dempsey's in the game, but we don't have Tavian Heights, we don't have Miles Bourne or Ren Sinclair is a little bit of a we don't have Riley Osborne either for Chase U, which is a shame as well. I don't know. Maybe some of these are going to be DLC, right? Like, I get the weird feeling that there is going to be an NXT pack, like there usually is. And I think this year it's going to be probably more stacked than ever. I can see there being maybe Riley Osborne, maybe Rizzo, maybe Jasmine Nix. I feel like they could probably chuck in all 3 members of No Quarter Catch crew that aren't in the game already, and that would probably do quite well. I honestly don't know. I feel like this is just gonna be a video of me just rambling about things, right? Like, just kind of giving my thoughts on the current roster and, all of that. The fact that we have, like, all of the bloodline in there is sick. When did Julia come into WWE? Because that's really going to kind of, like, tell us when the... Oh, yeah, Julia and Stephanie Vaquer, I feel like, really need to be DLC. I feel like if you're going to try and sell some DLC packs, I feel like they're two people that need to be in it. It's weird to say that I genuinely think that the DLC that is going to sell this year is going to be NXT DLC. So, like, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Riley Osborne, Rizzo, Luca Crucifino, you know, Jasmine Nix, just to name a few. Penta better be DLC. I'm telling you, he's the only man I'm missing right now to be like, this is the perfect game. We've got Ethan Page, we've got Giovanni Vinci, we've got CM Punk in the base game again. We just need Penta, and I'm good, man. I'm happy. I will say, obviously, a roster alone is probably not enough to sell the game to most people, and I will just keep that completely a stack with you, right? I'm still not sold to the point where I'm about to go out and pre-order it. We still don't know what DLC is yet, right? So I don't want to pre-order the game and then get the base game because I'm like, well, I don't know what the DLC is yet, and I don't want to waste my money on the DLC and then find out that it's nothing that I really want, and vice versa. So I'm probably still going to wait before I buy the game. I don't think the roster sells me just yet, because whilst there are still a lot of people who weren't, like, who, you know, were most likely going to be in the game, I'm a little bit worried about how it mentioned Baron Corbin, but he's not on here. Obviously, SmackDown Hotel isn't like an official, you know, it's not 2K that's writing this down. Maybe 2K have it on their thing. Let me quickly check on 2K's website. No, okay, so they still haven't updated it on here yet, as you can see here. Not been updated on their website, so who knows? Maybe they aren't telling us everything just yet. But honestly, I think that there are some people who need to be in this game. For me personally, for me to, you know, part with my money, because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm a working man now, so my money is even more valuable than ever because I work for that stuff now. So, you know, it's a big thing of like, well, hey, yeah, sure, I you know, would I pay money for Andrade? Most likely. Would I pay money for Ethan Page? Absolutely. Do we know any DLC? Okay, so we only know that, like, pre-order stuff, really. I really hope that these aren't, because they say Persona. I really hope these aren't the only way we can get our hands on Loomis, Rowan, Gacy, and Cross, because I'd like to be able to do more with them, personally, but, you know, that is how it rolls. Now, the NXT roster does look pretty good this year. It really does. Oba Femi being in the game is really nice. Tatum Paxley, probably one of my personal favorites in NXT, so really interested to see what... I'm actually really interested to see how some of these characters look in the game, right? Like, that's the kicker. Because just because, like, Javon Evans is in the game, what is his moveset going to look like? What is his entrance going to look like? You know, like, all of that stuff. What is Lexis King's entrance going to look like? Because obviously he's got the throne entrance. How is that going to look in game, right? And I get a weird feeling. I know a lot of people are probably going to go, yo, my Cord can finally use his throne entrance. I get the weird feeling it's going to be like Io's entrance and one of Charlotte's entrances, where it might only be assigned to Lexis King and nobody else can use it, which would suck, but it would be very funny to see happen. So I really think that the roster's pretty good. Some questionable admissions, but I understand, hey, at the end of the day, when it comes to these games, 2K have to reach out to the wrestler themselves, and I think the wrestlers can also turn down the money that 2K are giving them, right? If they don't think that it's enough money, and sometimes 2K just won't offer certain deals to certain people, right? Like, that's just how it works. But let me know what you guys think about the roster. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Let me know. And yeah, you know, more 2K and more wrestling think pieces here, and apparently YouTube really thinks you'll like that video, so it might be worth checking that out if you've already checked out all of them. See ya!